Kia ora from Aotearoa, New Zealand. Aotearoa, where like the rest of the world, we're in lockdown. And lockdown is a very strange place from which to launch a book, but it has the advantage that I get to make videos like this and to talk about my book, A Good Winter. I actually first wrote A Good Winter many years ago after I'd published my first novel. And when I was first writing this book, I was thinking about some writing advice that I'd heard many years ago and that I really liked, and I actually still like this writing advice. And this writing advice says, first you find your characters, then you put them up a tree, then you throw stones at them. So I had my characters. My main character, Olga, is a woman in her early 60s. And when Olga was a young woman, she left the sheep shit farm that she grew up in. She moved to the city, and when we meet her, she's living a somewhat lonely existence. I also knew my next character, Lara. Lara is Olga's new neighbor, and Lara moved to the city because she has a daughter who is a single mother and is struggling to manage on her own. So I had my characters. I had Olga, lonely, yearning for intimacy. I had Lara, who is open and warm and befriends Olga. I've got my characters, now I need to put them up a tree. So the tree I was going to put them up is this. Lara's daughter is suffering from postnatal depression. She's a single mother, she's got a small baby, she needs assistance. And her mother, Lara, is there to help. Increasingly, so too is her mother's new friend, Olga. All through the winter, Olga is there to help, even perhaps when help is no longer needed. So there I was. I had the characters, I had the tree to put them up. I was ready to start throwing stones at them. And this is where my problems began, because Olga kept chucking the stones back at me, quite aggressively actually. So when I first started writing, I had an idea of what I wanted the mood to be. I wanted it to be tender. I wanted it to be gentle. I wanted to feel sorry for Olga. I wanted us to feel sympathetic towards her. I wanted the reader to feel her vulnerability. Olga, unfortunately, wanted none of that. Olga was pissed off. She didn't want my sympathy. She wasn't going to be gentle. She wasn't going to be genteel. She wanted to sit in a tree with Lara and throw stones at those below. I tried forcing Olga to do what I wanted. I tried bringing her down from the tree. I rewrote her and I rewrote her. I changed the beginning, I changed the middle, I completely scrapped the end. Olga just sat in the tree and threw stones at me. And she clung onto Lara. She held her really close, dangerously close, up that tree. So Olga wouldn't come down from the tree. I was feeling somewhat battered by the whole business. I put the book away and I moved on to something else. Until years later, when a friend mentioned a competition for unpublished novel, I pulled the book out of the drawer. Olga was still up that tree, still holding Lara dangerously close. And now I saw that she wasn't just angry, she was bitter. And I thought, why did I try to stop her from being so dangerously angry? Why don't I allow her to give full vent to her bitterness? Why don't we see where that angry, bitter stone throwing takes us? A Good Winter is where it took us. I entered the competition, it won. And now I'm in the happy, lucky position to be published by Text Publishing. So COVID means we're not getting to meet readers. But there's always social media, there's always Instagram and websites and good books and. I'm on Instagram at Gigi Fenster. My website is gigi.fenster. And I hope that in some way we can possibly meet. Keep finding those characters. Keep putting them up trees. Keep throwing stones at them. Keep putting one word in front of the other. Kia ora, and thank you for reading A Good Winter.